Did I overcomplicate this? Yeah? Yeah, I did. Hey guys, welcome back to Go Solely. My name's Sophia. Today I'm wearing red lipstick. Let's see if that works out. And I want to get together to make this Oscar de la Renta crochet top. It's this crochet crop top that has these gorgeous magnolia flowers blooming. So I also really want to go on a little field trip and show you some real magnolias for inspiration. So if that happens, I'll put that in here. And yeah, I won't call this a complete how-to. This is more like a follow along as I try to figure it out, but hopefully it sets you in the right direction if you choose to do this for yourself. And if you do, let me know in the comments, but I'm blabbering enough. Let's get into it. You're going to need a pair of scissors. Mine are my surgical scissors from when I try to do a handstand in the pool. They work great. I also have a 1.5mm crochet hook. Most of this I think is Red Heart Fashion Crochet thread, size 3. I got it in a few different colors. This one might be a little bit thinner than the others, but we'll figure it out. I want to start by sketching out a general idea of the top based on the reference pictures and a few of my body measurements. Okay class, are you ready for a little presentation? Okay, this looks a little bit complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. I started out measuring my underbust and dividing by 2 to get the front and back widths. I also added a section of about 3 inches in the back for the closure area. I really wasn't sure what this was going to be yet, but I knew that I needed something to fasten the piece together. Next, I made the back panel 4 inches tall, which is similar to the photo. And for the widest part of the front, I also made this 4 inches so that when I connected the pieces, they would match. I extended the top height on the front to 7 inches, which is the distance from my underbust to the top area of my chest where I want the top to sit. Once I got to 4 inches tall on the front, I needed to curve inward, so I'm just going to start decreasing at the end all the way up. We're almost done. For the straps, 2 inches looked about right, and I was going to make them each 11 inches long, but it was really more like 14 when it came down to it. And that's it. Okay, now to start crocheting. In this case, I'm working from the bottom part of the top all the way up. I think I have about 1 inch tall now. Shall we test it against the wall? And there we go, it's looking pretty good. So the next step for me is just to continue working through the frame, and I will actually work up this side and over, and then I'll fasten off. I'll start again on this side, join it up, so we have this frame here, and then I'll make the straps, which will be 11 inches long, so they'll go up and over. And then the back is just that big rectangle piece with that potential closure piece. So I don't know if you can see that on the frame, but you know, you saw just recently. So let's go ahead and do that. And actually, maybe we segue into flower petals because that's a lot more fun. So I will see you in the next clip when I decide what I want to do. So let's get started on petals. I think we need a variety of different shapes, and I keep doing this with my hands in this video. I don't know, just ignore me. But I made a prototype of this petal shaped one, and I think it's gonna be super cute. So the first thing I'm gonna do is chain 3, and then work double crochets into that first chain until I feel that I have a circle. Once I have a circle, I'm going to join into the top of the stitch to join it into that perfect circle. And then the only real thing I'm going to do here is when I'm starting the next row, I'm going to chain, let's try 4, and then triple crochet, 2, 3, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet again into that stitch, and we're going to double crochet all the way around and going in 2 double crochet into each stitch. When you get close to the end, when you have one stitch left, we're going to go back into a triple crochet, one more triple crochet, and then join into the top of that chain 4 stitch. And there you go. You're starting to get almost like a teardrop shape. So I'm going to do that again. Okay, not bad. So we have that teardrop shape forming. I'm going to make this in a few different sizes, which is really just determined by the number of rows, and then feel it out. If it starts to feel like things are curling in a little bit, then add some double crochets into the same stitch. The next flower that I'm going to do is one of these center pieces. This may just be up to your imagination how you want that to look, but I want something that's more of a U shape. It's not quite a pointy flower yet, it's more of a, I don't know, one of these. So we'll give it a try. So I am crocheting, let's see, about 16 stitches. Honestly, you know, not really thinking about it too hard. And then I'm going to double crochet 2 chains from the end, 2 stitches from the end, all the way down, and then around the other side. When you get to the end, just continue to double crochet into that last stitch so you get that U shape. So I'm adding, let's see, 4 stitches into that last one, and that creates that U that turns around to the other side. When you get to the end and you have the submarine shape, you're going to chain 3, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next one, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next one, and keep going. When you get to the submarine area where it starts to curve, you may find that it's easier to double crochet into the following stitch without skipping one, just to give it a little bit of breathing room. It's kind of up to you. And then back again to every other stitch. There we go. So we've got our little awkward petal. I think it's really cute. And that'll go towards the front of the flower. For the next one, we're going to be doing a long shape, and it's really just a rectangle with rounded edges. So I'm going to crochet, let's make it about 16 chains long, and then double crocheting into the second from the end, all the way around, adding some double crochets into the last stitch so you can navigate your way into that corner. And then double crochet into that last one to round it out. I'm putting about 4 double crochet into it. And then continue double crocheting around the other side. For the last weirdly shaped petal, we're going to make this submarine shape, and it's got a pointy tip at the side here, and it's rounded on the other side. So to do that, I chained 16, but again, you can make it in whatever size. Double crochet down one side, and now that I'm at the end, I'm going to double crochet into that final stitch, and then triple crochet, and double crochet again, and then double crochet into the next stitch. Follow that down, and so you can see you have that point forming, and then when you get down to the end of the other side, We've got our submarine shape going on, and then the next thing to do is just repeat it around if you want it a little bigger, and you're good to go. So I have to make about 10 million more of these in all the different sizes and shapes. I will meet you back in a little bit. I'm going to road trip around a little bit and enjoy the car ride with some crochet, and then we will meet back soon. And now is one of my favorite parts of the project, which is assembling everything and putting it into the vision that you had in the beginning. I was so excited to put all these pieces together that I really didn't think about the size of the magnolias in relation to my body. I was thinking about the size of a magnolia in general hanging off a tree, and they came out pretty enormous. So don't do as I did, because I ended up having to undo all of this work that you see here, especially the pinning and the sewing and making everything so nice and tidy and indestructible. So don't do as I did. Make sure you're testing it out. Test it on your body. Make sure that it's the right size. So you're gonna see me undo this real soon. Yeah, not good. So I undid everything and remade the magnolias to actually fit the top. Oh my gosh, so much easier. And finally added a lining. Lipstick is a commitment. You guys, we're finally here. I can't wait to show you the magnolia top, which ended up being a really long journey as far as difficulty, learning new things, making sure that everything fit correctly, and I picked up a few skills. So I learned that to make a white top really pop, you should line it with some white fabric, of course. And I added some buttonholes as well, and then just spent forever tacking everything into place. So without further ado, let's hop into the end result. Thank you so much for watching again. I am already excited and looking forward to seeing you in the next video, hanging out together, and just getting to hear what you're up to. So thank you, and take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.